guys, it's David here again. Hopefully you can see us. I haven't done some of these videos in a long time. I've been busy uploading reaction videos, so if there's any real subscribers from the reaction things that just want to see a real part of me, and this is it. A pretty dramatic change from what I usually do, but hopefully this one isn't as sad. But this is just my experience and what depression does to me and the way it works for me. I don't know what works the same for everybody, because it doesn't. Everyone has got different mental things, you know what I mean, that goes on up in the old cranium. This will be titled The Ups and Downs of Depression, and then my experience, because that's what it is. So yeah, I've suffered with this for a long time. Like, I can't even remember when it first started, like, or when it came to fruition, and the only thing I really vaguely remember is getting diagnosed with it. So I've always been a sad kind of person. I know it sounds so bad, but it's just one of them. I'm naturally just bump, you know what I mean? It's just the way I am, always have been. But I just thought, fuck it, I may as well. As a sado again, I've been watching my videos and thought, you know what, they were good videos, I like doing them. And I did really enjoy doing them. It's just nice to have a sit down chat and not fuck about. These are little points of what I do when I'm depressed. The first one, I sit and dwell, like I'm doing right now. Most of my days, no lie, are always cooped up in this room. Like, I am making music, I am being productive, and I am enjoying what I do and stuff, but I don't enjoy this. You know what I mean? I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy sitting about doing nothing. And as much as I try, like literally as much as I've tried, I don't want to go into too many points because I've got a point here which will overlap this one. I'll explain that soon, but I wish I didn't sit around as much and do nothing. And I know people are always going to say like, oh well, just try this, do it then, do that. And trust me, yeah, if I could, I wouldn't have. Like, truly, that's the main reason I don't do it much anymore, because when I did used to do that and go, right, I'll go out and skateboard, or I'll go out and do this, I'll go out and see them, do this, I wouldn't get that feeling away. I think Joe Weller said it once, and he was bang on the money when he said it, 'cause I feel exactly the same. When you do stuff, when you're depressed, you're not doing it to get a thrill out of it, you're doing it just to try and take your mind off the shit that you feel.
So by default, chemically, my brain is in a very negative state, and I have no control over that. It's very difficult to experience true happiness. So whereas normal people will go out and do something they find really fun, for a depressed person, it's more like just going out and distracting yourself from your negative, down emotions.
Try to do all these things, don't get away from nothing, because a few days later I'm straight back to where I was. I can't be bothered to do nothing, I can't be asked to do this, do that, and I'm back to doing, it's like a relapse all the time. So my thoughts are patternized, that's the main reason, because I've been that used to having a certain pattern of how I've been treating the world, or what I've seen, and just my attitude's been inherited by what I've seen. So when it comes to like being a certain way or doing a certain thing, I can't help but do it, because what is my medication, that's my normality. Which brings up my next point, super tired, super quick. Like, I'm so tired all the time, and funny enough, yeah, never used to bother me that. Like, when people like that I know who have clinical depression, I solved it a bit differently back in the day, because like I say, I was always on my feet. I actually was always on my feet, and I got that used to being on my feet. I thought, oh well, I mustn't have depression then, because you're supposed to be tired. Well, it doesn't matter. It honestly doesn't matter. If you're tired or active, you can have high functioning depression, you can have all sorts of different depressions. Manic depression, anything. You can have a full-time job and be depressed, you know what I mean? So, but I do, like, a lot of people I talk to back in the day says, I just get so tired. Like, my room is a tip right now. You just can't see it, because I'm not gonna, no way am I gonna put that in this thing. It's not like disgusting, but it is messy. A bit like the way my head works, because when my head feels messy, my room basically explains how I feel. If I feel good, it'll be clean, and if I keep it clean, I'm feeling good. But as soon as like the little things start piling up, like bit by bit, that's when I'm slowly starting to go back to my own ways. You can't be bothered to take stuff downstairs, you can't be bothered to, I know it sounds so gruesome, I do have a bath pretty much every day, every 2 days at max. I just want to lie in bed, I sit on my chair all day, I don't care about nothing, I don't go out. I'll take the dog out once a night and that's it. That's clockwork patterns. That's what I'm used to. So you don't really care sometimes about general hygiene and that, and the little things that defined you back in the day, like the way I'd shape your beard even. You know what I mean? The little things I kind of lose track of, I don't care about, because I'm not enthralled with what's going on up here. I'm very, very, very easily irritated. Like so fucking, like I could be sat there and I just feel irritated for nothing. Or someone says something just irritates the life out of us. Where I just want to say, will you shut the fuck up and don't talk to me ever again. I don't want you in my life, fuck off. You know what I mean? I'm really bad for that. Quick temper, and I take it out on the wrong people all the time. It's always the wrong people that get it. The right people are the ones that caused it, but I take it out on the wrong people because them aren't around no more. You know what I mean? They've caused stuff and fucked off out in your life, whether that be death or whether it be anything. Walking away and having a new life and just not even remember I exist. All them things play up on me, so when I feel that feeling come along and someone just happens to be there, and I feel like having a go, which you always go by your gut or your head when you're in my state of mind. You do tend to think fuck you as well, like you're another one, fuck you, and then boom, they will get it as well, and they'll get all my brunt of all the shit, you know what I mean? So I can't stick to plans and make my mind up. Literally I can't. I don't know where this point really plays in somehow. That's another thing. I've literally just thought something there. I just wrote that down, yeah, and this is how sidetracked I am today, and have been for a few days. I've written a point down there, and I must have thought about it when I wrote it down. But another thing, easily forget. I easily forget. Like you're that bogged that you just don't think. Like I can't stick to plans and make my mind up. I can't make my mind up on what to do and what to say. You know what I mean? I literally don't remember nothing, so that should have been a point. So I just can't stick to plans, because I usually can stick to plans, but I don't like them. I don't like schedules, so that is actually a good point. Monday you gotta do this. I hate it because it'll box me mind up all week, and I'll feel like shit when Monday comes, and I'll be dead anxious. I'll make a fucking tit of myself, or I'll do something like nervously that probably either spoils the day or makes it look like a fucking joke. And I think that is the main thing with me. I don't like looking like a joke, because I feel like my fucking life is, you know what I mean? But I do have a tendency to get stressed about plans and make up my mind up about stuff. I can't have a set in stone plan, because I'm always changing. My mind's always fucking thinking of something else that's shit than what I thought about 5 minutes ago. Like, this is a weird point, but it actually kind of, like, in my mind, kind of makes sense. It is a bit like drugs, but when you relapse, I've seen plenty of addicts and watched countless things on addicts where they've, am I recording? Oh yeah, I am, thank fuck. If you don't know what I've done there, I thought I hadn't recorded. I don't remember pressing the button. It's a bit like drugs, in my opinion, like a relapse, because I've seen countless addicts and countless people on TV shows everywhere, like rehabs, that go, oh, I feel great. Like one day they'll just think, like, I actually genuinely do as well. Because I never used to believe that. I thought you're just lying, you're trying to have a life manipulated, but it actually is true. It goes with anything that's up beyond the mind, innit? I've been majorly depressed for weeks on end before, and I got that sick of it. I felt good for once. I thought, you know what, why would you do this? And you get this big motivational fucking feeling in your heart, where you can think to yourself, like, right, I'm ready to take on this, I'm ready to book the therapist, I'm ready to do this, I'm ready to ring now, I'm ready to tell my mum, I'm ready to do this. It never works. Because when it comes to the crunch time, you sit and say to yourself all night, yeah, I'm ready, I feel good and that, and you feel great that night. You might feel good for a few days, but in them few days, in my life, what productively did I do about it? Nothing. You just convince yourself you feel good, you get this little rush every now and then within a few days, I'm back to where I was. But that's what I'm saying, it's a bit like a relapse, a bit like drugs, because I've always said depression's addictive. I think I've said it in previous videos, I've said it on songs everywhere. In my mind it is, because you can go from happy to sad, and your sad is like your medication, like sad is your normality. And if I feel happy, like, no word of a lie, if I feel happy, I start convincing myself, I think, oh fuck, something's gonna happen. And if someone says something, not even maliciously, or something happens, not maliciously, I think, never gone. And then that's my excuse. It's like my mind craves it, yeah, this ain't normal, I'm not used to these endorphins, I'm not used to this, I wanna be normal. And my normality is sad. I'm not saying this in an offensive way, but when you're a drug addict, you go to see someone and they'll help you, get you on the straight and narrow. And it's the same with therapists. They get try, well, sometimes some therapists, some are just useless, but a lot of good ones do try to coach you to make you mentally stronger. So when you do get them days, it's not going to disappear. Like an addiction never disappears. You'll always want that drug till the day you die, but you know that you're stronger than that. That's a bit like how mental health works as well. That's why I compare anyway. Obviously I'm not a drug addict, so if people are going to take this offensively, I apologise. It's just how I feel. I see similarities in my mind. It is like that. Like you get trained in therapists and therapy to like combat these faults. It's so hard to work out, like do anything productive, do push-ups, sit-ups, and I've been doing them for months. Like you try so much, but then you just get them days. You think, what's the point? Your mind is that powerful, you know. And your mind's the biggest weapon of all. Honestly, this mind is so powerful. It can stop you doing anything, man. It can stop you doing anything. Like I said, I was doing sit-ups, pull-ups, I'd wake up at 6 in the morning on the dot and go jogging. It didn't last long. Like anything doesn't, it didn't last long with jogs. I was that, honestly, I've never felt the tiredness like it. I felt like I was gonna die. I jogged there, I think I jogged about half an hour there, half an hour back. So like an hour jog each morning. Again, like with us feeling so fatigued all the time as well. My muscles were killing us, my legs, I couldn't even like, get up because it was that. My muscles were that hurt. Obviously it's natural. Like if you work out, you do feel it the next day. If you've done a good workout, you feel it. The jogs, but like, I've been jogging before when I weren't on medication and stuff like that. And yeah, I was fatigued, but I was still active. I could walk about and I felt good. But I felt like shit when I got in. I didn't feel good the next day. I didn't feel that feeling that everyone says you're supposed to get. That's how obviously everyone's different like that. You might feel amazing off it, but it didn't make me feel good. It's weird. Yeah, it didn't make me feel good. Not when I'm majorly depressed anyway. Because people always say, oh, working out helps combat depression. But it didn't for me. Not when I was in that state anyway. I was really bad then. This was like winter last year. So yeah, that didn't help me at all. No way at all did that help me. It made us feel worse. So again, that ties up with productivity. I can't be bothered to do nothing. So very, very insecure. That's another point. Very insecure. Frightened of abandonment. That's my worst fear in the world. On top of this having depression, obviously I've got anxiety as well. And I'm sure I've got separation anxiety. Like, that works for me as well. But I'm so picky. I am so picky. Like, I don't value what I've got properly. Yeah, I don't value it beforehand. So when I do lose it, that dread feeling happens. You know what I mean? I dread it. Like that. I break down. Like my world's been shattered, pulled apart, empty. As soon as that thing happens, because it brings back all these memories of us being a kid again. Because being again patternized, I got used to it. I got used to being on my own and that when I was a kid. I was always snaked. I'm not trying to hire anyone on the bus. I don't want to go into personals. I'm not even going to mention it, but I was abandoned by certain people. You know what I mean? In my family, and I didn't have much of a childhood that people dream of. I did have it. My mum was amazing. That's why I love her so much, and I'm so attached to her, and I love her a bit. And that's why I still live here to this day. And I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. You know what I mean? I love this place so much because what she's done for us. But I used to being abandoned and that, so it was patternized again, patterns for me. So I don't want to repeat myself. I do feel like shit on a regular. Every day I wake up to the moment I go to bed, this shit is so hard. That's probably the hardest part of it, to be honest with you, at the minute. Until another pattern of anxiety comes along, another thing to get worried about, another thing to let my world fall apart about. Because there'll be something in a few months or a few days even. My health, there's another one, I'm a hypochondriac. So I'm literally riddled with every fucking thing. So if it ain't how I look, like I feel like I look like absolute shit every day in my life. No one's gonna want me ever, and I know as men, you don't expect that. You really don't. You expect the lasses to be like that, the females, and that's not trying to be sexist. So don't go bashing us. It's not really common around my end, especially around here, for men to feel like that. Like I'm probably the only person around here that feels that way. Like so shit about myself, hate myself in every way, shape and form. But yeah, that's pretty much it. But one thing I gotta stress though, one thing I did do, there's always a brighter horizon. Don't let my video make you feel like you're on your own. I've done this video so you're not on your own. If you ever feel any of these things I've mentioned, talk to me innit. Like drop a comment. Me socials are in the description, get in contact. There is hope, there is, you can keep fighting, because what you got to think about when you wake up in the morning, you still wake up and you still sit up and you still do your thing. you're still living, still breathing. That's fighting. Like, you doing that is fighting itself. You know what I mean? People fail to understand. A lot of people fail to understand. Waking up is so hard. This being here is so hard for some people. You know what I mean? Like I say, there's always good events on the horizon, because back in January, I'm still waiting for the call off the therapist, like, but I am willing to do it still to this day. I booked a therapist appointment in January because I felt that shit, and I tried the working out, I tried all these points right now I've just mentioned, I tried every one of them, and none of them worked. So yeah, I'm still feeling like shit. I had a bad night last night, I had a bad night last week, I had a bad night whenever. I'll have a bad night, probably tomorrow, but I am thinking about the bigger picture here, and that's what I think he's want to do, set goals. And I know I've just said I hate setting plans, but goals do work. Not big goals, not big, because people on YouTube and that, they're dickheads when they do this. They always go on like, you got to set life goals and that. No, you don't. I don't want to talk for everybody. I'm not the voice of the community here, but with me it's little goals. Set yourself little baby steps, innit? Like today I'll try doing this for 10 minutes, or I'll try sit at the back door, or go outside for 10 minutes in your garden or something. I know it's not much, but them little things, it'll get you used to patterns and that for a good way. In a good way, you know what I mean? It'll get you used to having a curfew, make curfews, little curfews for yourself, like go to bed at a certain time. I know that's really hard, for me especially. I'm just like, go to bed a half an hour earlier. Like little tiny things mean a lot to someone, like some people like us. You know what I mean? The little things mean a lot. If I can book myself up with therapists and stuff, and at least try to take that big step, which I've never ever done in a long time, in a lot of years, anyone can. And I don't want to be one of these preachers that go on about you can do anything in life, and I'm not one of them. Like life, I'm just a realist, and that's why I hope people like me like that, because I'm not gonna bullshit nobody. I'm not gonna lie to anybody and say, oh, life's one big fairy tale, cause it ain't. But you can make it at least a bit better. Because I've always said to myself, you've always got something. You've always got something. You know what I mean? There's people that literally have nothing. Like, there's been people that have killed themselves. There's been people that are committing suicide trying to right now. The statistics are mad right now. Got to think, like, even though you're in a bad state of mind, bad position, there is stuff that can be done. There's always hope. There's always that little thing you'll find in life. Always. I promise you now. Like, that's from the bottom of my heart. I've had them brass rings before, and I let them go by accident, and now I'm looking for another one. But you'll always find one, you'll always will. And if you find that one brass ring, you manage to grab onto it, and that's your ticket to living a healthier life, then kudos to you. I hope you do, and I wish you all the best. And until then, you can always message me on your journey there. So I've never been jealous of people being happy, and I've been jealous of people doing well for themselves. I like that, because it shows that from where they've been to where they are now. I'm not a jealous guy ever. Seeing people smile and their face light up, or seeing them in a few weeks and they're completely, like, when I see people looking healthy, I'm sounding it and feeling it, and I can visibly see that makes my heart light up for them. You know what I mean? And hopefully one day that'll happen to me, like it'll happen to all you guys. So this is my video. I'm just standing up for all you guys. Hopefully you've linked with what I said. I tell people in the last video I'm going to try doing these videos again, shooting with my proper camera as well. About time I used the gun. Comment some of your experiences, and if you want to chat to me, I'm always here. Always be there for people. If you've got someone in your family that are feeling this way, be there, talk to them, because that's all we ever want. We want people to know, we want people to reassure them, in my opinion anyway. It's always nice, even though you can be reclusive and don't want to talk to no one, you still like to know in your head that there's people still there for you no matter what. But anyway, that's it. I don't want to wrap it on more. Thanks for watching, guys. Comment below, subscribe if you're new, press the bell icon so you understand when I'm uploading, and I'm out here. So thanks for watching. Peace.